Sometimes your heart feels heavy for no clear reason. Sometimes one name quietly stays with you, even in silence. You try to forget, but your soul doesn't agree. You ask God why this feeling hasn't left yet. If you are here right now, this message is meant for you. God says this person is still part of your destiny. If you are seeing this, if you are reading this right now, understand something clearly before your mind starts to doubt it. This message did not come to you by accident. You did not randomly find these words. You were led here quietly, gently, intentionally. God says, I know you are tired of wandering. I know you are tired of asking me why this connection still follows you. You tried to move on. You tried to distract yourself. You tried to silence the thoughts, the memories, the feeling that this person is still tied to your soul. Yet, here you are, and there is a reason. You have asked yourself many times, why does this person still appear in my heart? Why do I still think about them? Why do they come into my dreams when I finally feel calm? Why does my heart react when I hear their name, even after everything? God says, destiny does not disappear just because timing is wrong. Some connections are not meant to be easy. Some souls are not meant to meet and stay immediately. Some relationships are meant to create growth, healing, awakening, and transformation before union is possible. This person did not enter your life randomly. They were not a mistake, and you were not foolish for loving them. God says, I allowed this connection because it was necessary for who you are becoming. The separation was not rejection. You felt rejected, abandoned, unchosen. But God says this separation was not punishment. It was preparation. Sometimes two people are destined for each other, but not in the version of themselves they first meet in. At that time, one of you was not healed. One of you was afraid. One of you was carrying wounds they didn't know how to release. One of you loved but didn't know how to stay. God says, I had to separate you to protect what I am building. If you had stayed together then, the relationship would have broken both of you. So God chose distance, not to destroy the bond, but to preserve it. Why couldn't you forget them? There are people you meet and forget easily, and then there are people you meet once and they live inside you. God says you cannot forget them because your souls recognize each other. This is not obsession. This is not weakness. This is not imagination. This is recognition. Some connections are written deeper than memory. They are written into your spirit. That is why time didn't erase them. Silence didn't erase them. Other people didn't erase them. God says when something is destined, I keep it alive quietly. While you have been questioning everything, God has been working on both of you. You have been growing. You have been learning boundaries. You have been healing parts of yourself you didn't even know were broken. And yes, they have been struggling too. God says the person you are connected to has not been at peace. They may look strong. They may act distant. But inside, they feel the loss. They feel the unfinished connection. They feel you, even if they don't admit it. You tried to move on. You really did. But every time you almost let go, something brings them back. A dream, a sign, a sudden wave of emotion. God says, I have not released you yet because the story is not finished. This does not mean you should wait in pain. This does not mean you should chase. This does not mean you should stop living your life. It means this connection is still under divine guidance. Many people confuse delay with denial. God says what is delayed is not denied. Delay happens when healing is incomplete and growth is still needed. Denial feels like peace and closure, but you don't feel that peace yet because this is delay, not rejection. They didn't leave because they didn't care. They left because they didn't know how to love the right way. Some people feel deeply but panic when love becomes real. Some people were never taught healthy love, so they run from it. God says your presence awakened things in them they were not ready to face. They chose distance not because you were too much, but because they were not ready yet. What God asks from you now is this: do not wait, do not beg, do not pause your life. This season is about you, about becoming stronger, about choosing peace, about learning self-respect, about loving without losing yourself. God says, when the time is right, I will move them toward you without effort. What is meant for you will never need to be chased. Signs: this person is still destined for you are gentle, not painful. You may think of each other at the same time. You may dream of them during emotional healing. You may feel calm instead of desperate when they cross your mind. God says peace is the sign of destiny, not anxiety. If and when this person returns, it will not feel like the past. It will not feel confusing or painful. Communication will be clearer. Love will feel safe. Respect will be present. If they return unchanged, that is not the reunion. That is a test. God says, I do not reunite souls until they are safe for each other. And if they never return, God says, if someone is truly part of your destiny, they cannot miss you forever. And if they choose not to grow, I will send someone who carries the same depth, but with readiness. You will not lose love. You will not lose fulfillment. You will only lose what was unable to meet you where you were becoming. Message from God: stop questioning your worth. Stop blaming yourself. Stop thinking you imagined this connection. You didn't. This person came to awaken you, to teach you, and to prepare you. And whether they return or not, you are stepping into a higher version of yourself. But know this: the bond is not broken. It is resting. And when the time is right, what is written will move toward you effortlessly. Trust God. Last message must be listened, because this message for you. Before you scroll away, pause for a moment. If this message touched your heart, it's because you've lived this connection. You loved deeply, even when it hurt. You held on, even when you didn't understand why. And that says something powerful about your soul. Maybe this person returns. Maybe life takes another turn. But one thing is certain: your heart is real, your love was real, and your feelings were never wasted. If this story feels like yours, write "I trust God" in the comments. Let your heart speak.